Alright guys, welcome aboard. I'm going to do a fun little flight today from Sedona, Arizona out to Southern California, over to French Valley in Murrieta, California. Got the plane all sitting on the ramp here at beautiful Sedona Airport. Go ahead and get the chocks and stuff off. Double check our weight here. Actually, my new co-pilot, my new dog, is snoozing behind the seat over here. So we'll put him back there, although that's pretty heavy. Let's see. Fuel, we're all fueled up. Sounds all good. Alright, let's pop inside. Get this bad boy fired up. And let's see here. Get all the electricals on. Make sure our pressurization is set to normal. Get our nav lights on. Beacon can come on. Make sure that's turned up. Over to autopilot, and let's go ahead and punch in our flight plan here. And actually, you know what? We still have this. So let me go ahead and just get rid of a couple of these legs because the flight plan's already in there. I actually flew it beforehand just for the fun of it, and I thought that was a really nice flight, so I'm going to do it on the stream. And let's see, remove waypoint. There we go. I'm going to get rid of that. And we're going to go here and go waypoint info. Nope, not there. I think we got to come back over to here to go map flight plan. There we go. And then we click on it and do activate leg. There we go. Alright. So basically, we'll kind of scroll through the leg here, but yep, I gotta go to plan. Flight plan. There we go. Alright. Zoom out over here a little bit. So taking off from Sedona, we're going to head pretty much direct shot over to the initial approach fix on the arrival. It's the RNAV to runway 18 over in French Valley, and straight down to the airport, and that's our missed approach point there. I got my coffee, I'm ready to go. Alright, so zoom back up there. Let's go plan off, flight plan off. And that saves a little bit of time here. So let's get her fired up. Zoom back out here. We'll, yeah, everything's good. That's all set. I'm used to doing like cold and dark instead of having the flight plan already in there. It's kind of tossing me off a little bit. Alright, we'll get the engines fired up here. And I'm going to turn down my sound just a little bit here so it doesn't get picked up by the mic. And let's close the door here so it'll be a little bit quieter inside. Alrighty. I think we're ready to go. All we gotta do is check our winds here. Winds out of the south at, well, it's gonna be a bumpy flight out of here, bumpy departure. Let's go here. I'm gonna go ahead and close all this. Yeah, this is all from my previous flight. So let's punch in Sedona, KSEZ. And they're showing winds 190 at 7. Let's take a look at the airport diagram really quick. I think what we're going to do is we're going to take off runway 21, and that'll give us a straight shot. So unfortunately the diagram here isn't very good, so let's take a look outside really quick. I think we can just taxi right over there. Yeah, so take a right and a right, and we're out of here. Alright, get our taxi lights on. And now my sound is too low, I can't hear anything. There we go. Adjust that. Hope everybody's doing good. With the coronavirus, Wuhan flu, China flu, whatever you want to call it. Okay, just making sure everything is set here. We do need to get our altimeter setting, so I'm just going to grab that on my other screen. Let's see. see Sedona is reporting 2992. Crank that down. Alright, brakes off. Let's power up and get out of here. I'm going to pop outside here for a sec. Sorry, I know that's probably kind of loud. Take a left over here, head down to runway 21. And the runway and the taxiways here at Sedona are a little up and down hill, not perfectly flat. Need a little bit of power here to get going up this little portion of the taxiway. Let's get our flaps set for takeoff and get our trim set for takeoff. We are at 4,800 feet, so we're going to put the brakes on at the end of the runway and then power up the engines, let them spool up because these engines are kind of weak. Let them spool up to 101% for takeoff. Then we'll release the brakes. We'll see if the co-pilot back here laying on his back will stay asleep the whole time. Let's pop in here really quick. Let's go over to transponder. We'll go to altitude, go back. We'll set the initial speed here at 230, and altitude is going to be up at 24,000 feet for today's flight. Get rid of that tablet. Nice looking airport here if you're into GA airports. This is a Payware Sedona. Definitely worth the money. Alright, well, we are number one for departure over here, so let's get over to the end of the runway and then we'll do our final takeoff check, get off the ground. Brake it right there. Let's put parking brake on. Landing lights on. We get our strobes on, and final checks here. Everything looks good there. Lights are on. Camera is on, and action. Flaps are set, and cloud moved out of the way just for our view here in the cockpit. And trim tab is set. Ready to go. Autopilot's off. Trim this out. We're going to go ahead and click on the heading bug just to align our heading. Alright, let's bring up the power and get out of here. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I am going to turn down the sound just a little bit here. I'm going to do it over here, because otherwise it gets pretty loud. Alright, bringing the power up. Let's stabilize at 101%. Hey Sammy, yeah, it's very nice scenery. I think it was only like 20 bucks or something like that. Alright, brakes off. Airspeed is alive. And it's a little gusty out here, so expect some bumps as soon as we get off the ground here. Up to about 8,000 feet or so. Alright, and there's 95. Let's rotate. Oh yeah, it's bumpy. Gear coming up, flaps up. Love that view coming off of the runway there. Yeah, it's very bumpy up here. Alright, let's go yaw dampener on. Autopilot on. Oop, wrong one. Autopilot on. Thank you. Go ahead and go to indicated airspeed. And let's go ahead and turn down some more exterior sounds here. Or was it the interior? That's the one. There we go. That's not as noisy. Take a look at that nice departure out of here. Alright, we're going to have to make a right turn here. I'm going to go to heading hold. Start making that right turn. Wow, we're all over the place here. The autopilot is struggling to keep up here. Alright, again, just on heading hold here. Make our right hand turn. And I'm going to go ahead and speed us up to 250. Since it's so bumpy here, I'm going to get out of the valley here. And when you get the scenery for Sedona, it comes with these little buttes right here, so that's part of it, along with the town and the airport. Alright, coming up to speed. Wow, very bumpy out here. Alright, landing light off. And we're going to have a good headwind here for the flight, but should still be just about another 45 minutes or so, maybe not even that. Once we get up to our cruise altitude, we'll pick up the final ETE will drop down. Boy, this is bumpier. Like I said, I did this flight earlier today just for fun, and it wasn't even this bumpy. This is even worse than before. Alright, and this thing's just bouncing us all around here. I'm just going to go over to 20. I'm going to go vertical speed hold here instead of airspeed hold. Is that the autopilot's kind of having trouble there chasing the airspeed. There we go. It's a little better now. What are we at? Yeah, 10,000 feet. That seems where the turbulence dies off. Alright, let's get some tunes for the flight here. Just in the background a little bit. So our flight today is going to take us out over Prescott right here. It's coming up. And then over 29 Palms, Palm Springs, through the Banning Pass in the LA area. And we'll take a left turn, connect up to the approach over here at I don't even know how to say this. Tikmu? Weird names for intersections there. Tikmu. So, hope everybody's doing good. Well, if everybody's still on lockdown. We unfortunately are here in California. Our stuff's starting to kind of ease up a little bit. In LA, which I'm not in LA, I'm in kind of halfway between LA and San Diego. I'm actually in Riverside County, which is where we're flying to. And it's a lot more relaxed here than it is in LA. LA's nuts. Let's take a look at Prescott here. Where is it? There it is. Still haven't figured out why my ortho comes out with the weird shading around like cities and whatnot. Yeah, Sammy, doing like symbolic links to the scenery. It's not, yeah, if you check some of the tutorials there, it's pretty straightforward, I think. If you have your installation of Xplane from Steam, you can also move it. You can move like the install, so if you get a larger hard drive or something like that. There is a way of moving it. And if you have it just, you purchase it outside of Steam, I think it's just as simple as drag and drop kind of thing. Yeah, because I specifically have 2 1 terabyte drives, I think, at the moment. One of them strictly Xplane, that's the only thing that's on it. I'm going to go ahead and, wrong way, slow down our rate of climb here. Let's start speeding up. And go autopilot, or auto throttle. Recognition lights can come off. And the weather should be pretty nice. Just a few high clouds here in the desert, and then I think scattered stuff at around 4,000 when we get into Southern California. All right, 5,000 feet to go. Yeah, hard drives are pretty cheap now too. So, I'd have them on, SSD. So like a 1 terabyte or 2 terabyte hard drive. Let me see, I don't even know what the heck I have. I have, 1 terabyte. So I have strictly Xplane running on a 1 terabyte SSD. And I had it initially on a regular hard drive, but I purchased that, and then I have this. I bought Xplane from Steam, so it, I had to go through the process of moving it, which isn't that big of a deal. You do it within the Steam app. You can just change the location. I'm not even paying attention to our our direction here. We got to kind of pick up our actual course. And then we'll go out once we get that in. Let's make a little bit more of a left turn here. pick the course up. What's our winds? Yeah, we're getting blown off course anyway. But yeah, scenery is going to be nice over here coming over Lake Havasu. Very, very pretty looking with the ortho. Just checking my other screen there. We're also going to fly right over the Banning Pass, which is really neat. Just over Palm Springs. We'll start doing our descent just before we get into Palm Springs. And then pick up our final approach into French Valley. And I'll have to actually show you a picture once we get there, because I was actually physically in real life in the Banning Pass this past weekend with my new co-pilot, the new dog, which is sleeping behind me. We went and did a little bit of train spotting over there. One of the main rail lines in and out of the LA Basin runs through there. Let's see if we're getting on course. Yep, needle's starting to come in. And what do we got, about 2,500 feet to go? Wind shift there. I think the winds have picked up a little bit since the last time I did the flight. 51 knot headwind, yeah. So about 40 minutes from now we'll be on the ground, probably a little bit shorter than that once we get sped up here. As a matter of fact, let's punch in 274 for our airspeed. And let's go ahead and click nav right on the course here. Let the plane turn us. I gotta check on the co-pilot. He's snoozing back here. He's out like a light. I think I'm at like the optimum altitude here. If I go down to like say 20, I think we get less headwind, but the plane's a little bit less efficient and we actually slow down. Mods. Want to become famous? Buy followers. Yeah, okay. I think that's like a bot. I don't think that's a real person. Or spam. Alright, we're on course. We are on our altitude. We're picking up speed here. You see our ATE is going to start coming down. I'm going to go ahead and turn down the exterior. Pop outside for a view. I think I'm going to do a repaint of this airplane. I've been playing around a little bit with, you know, doing my own liveries and stuff. I think really all I want to do is change the tail number at least. No, I'm not on FlyWithLua right now. Just free flying here. I'll probably do some more FlyWithLua flying coming up, but it's kind of getting back into the swing of streaming again, so didn't want to mess around with FlyWithLua. I don't even know if anybody's online on the West Coast now. I have not logged into FlyWithLua in a while, so I'm sitting here trying to... Hey, where the hell's the login? There we go. Just trying to get the live map up. Unless they changed the website since I've been on FlyWithLua. There we go. I'm gonna log into FlyWithLua just for the heck of it. Let's see, what are we doing? We put our departure arrival. Alternate none. Departure time, not even sure. I'm not connected for some reason. Why am I not connected? Next. Here we go. Alright. Connect. There we go. Now I'm getting on. Should pop up there shortly. Yeah, there's actually quite a few planes now. I wonder if I don't see any controllers on though. But let's see. I am on FlyWithLua now. Hopefully I pop up there in a minute. There we go. Getting some controllers popping up. Still don't see myself on the map though. Well, we're coming up to Prescott here. Or not Prescott, I mean Lake Havasu. I don't know what the heck I'm thinking. Yeah, let me turn my sound back up. We are on 118 for the frequency. A nice view of Lake Havasu. Check one of my other FlyWithLua maps. Because I still don't see myself on the actual map. we go. Yeah, 606 Gulf Sierra. You know, I don't think I have ever been to Lake Havasu when I live out west. I think I've driven through, but I've never actually stopped. Alright, so coming up next is going to be 29 Palms, or at least the next thing to look at. And then just after 29 Palms, we start our descent. Oh, I know what I was going to do. I was going to show a picture of, pretty neat, because we're going to go right through the Banning Pass, and I got a picture of me in the Banning Pass, like, from Sunday, 2 days ago. Alright, I got that up ready for you. How's our ground speed? Not too bad. 346. I just kicked the main power cable into my system. Good thing I didn't screw anything up here. Alright, let's see here. Let's take a closer look here. Yeah, there's 29 Palms, Palm Springs. So just past 29 Palms, we'll start our descent and get into French Valley. Got some traffic up ahead here, 20 miles. I gotta finish my coffee. Oh man. What do we got? 20 minutes. Around 20 minutes we'll be into the airport. Take a look. What am I getting? 22 FPS. Alright. I can tell it's a little jittery here. I lose quite a bit of FPS when I'm streaming, just because I'm running everything. So last time when I was doing this, I was running at about 35. So just running all of the software and streaming, I'm taking a pretty big hit. I think that was just a lull. Yeah, there we go. 23. Alright, and before we start our descent, go ahead and pull up French Valley. Pull up the approach here, and it's the RNAV to runway 18. So you can see we're going to TQMO. So we're going direct right to this, right to that intersection there, and that is the initial approach fix for us. So 4,600 Humo. One last sip of coffee. Look at the old FlyWithLua map here. And where's that guy going? Taking a look at the two planes there. Somebody from the German server is flying. That's that guy right there. I don't see a flight plan though. So he's just tooling around. Coming up pretty close to us. Don't mind my funky ortho here. A little mismatch. Alright, well, he either went above us or below us, but he's not squawking any altitude reporting. Though, from the map, it looks like, yeah, he's crossing back behind us somewhere. I didn't see him. Alright, let's see, what do we got? About 30 miles, roughly, to 29 palms. Co-pilot is still passed out behind me. And let's check our weather really quick. I'm going to take a look at my other screen here. And bring it up for you so you guys can see it too. Ooh, my frame rates are running too low. Let's see if I get disconnected. Nope, looks like I'm good. Anyway, let's see here. Preview weather. Nope, preview weather. Come on. And French Valley doesn't report, or at least I didn't see it on here. F70. I don't know why it's not coming up. There is an ASOS over there with a METAR. KF70. For some reason it's not coming up in here, so I'm just going to go to March Air Reserve Base and take a look at theirs. Looks like no significant clouds, right? Few at 31,000. I guess I can look out my window too, since I'm kind of in the area. Is that what he was showing up as? I didn't see what altitude he was at. Anyway, weather looks good. Let's see, Hemet. Hemet's the other airport right in our general location there. Yeah, few 31,000 feet. Alright, cool. Winds out of the north at 11. Let's see, it's kind of windy actually in Southern California. We got some winds picking up. Though it's nice and warm. I think it's like, I don't know, 80 or something. Let's see. What do I want to look at? Take a look at Riverside again. They're showing winds out of the north too. actually, let's take a look at Skyvector here. Alright, so there's French Valley. You can see we do have an ASOS. Winds are out of the south at 11, gusting to 16. So we're coming in runway 18, which is perfect. We're going to come right, basically right down through here. Right through there, turn around, Hemet Ryan, and turn left into the airport. Let's take a look at the scenery. What is that? What is that right there? Pretty bright, but looks like just some discolored red stuff. And there's 29 Palms Airport. I've actually flown into there in real life. And yeah, there's nothing around it. Now we got Palm Springs right about there. That's Mount San Jacinto. Coachella Valley. And you can see the Salton Sea right there. Got my backup drink here. Oops, sorry about that. Some water. Let's see, 344. I think I'm going to start our descent. We're going to get down to 20,000. Let's see if we can pick up a little bit of speed here, or lose some of this headwind here. Let's see how do I want to do this? Altitude change. You know, I've never used the altitude change in this thing. And unfortunately, this aircraft I found, the reason I have 274 set for the airspeed right here is because if you go above 274 on autopilot, it tends to start to oscillate and has trouble holding the altitude. So what am I going to do here? Let's go 270. And then we'll drop down a little bit, see if we can't pick up enough speed and make it worth our while. Alright, there we go. Let's go vertical speed. Hopefully we don't pop above 274. And there's Mount San Jacinto, Palm Springs right down here. And the Banning Pass. Kind of descending a little bit earlier here than I planned to, but let's see if we can't pick up a little bit of speed. My dog is snoring behind me. When we get on the ground, maybe I'll hold him up to the camera. He's a Pembroke Welsh Corgi. He's, well, actually he's going to be 5 months old tomorrow. Right? Today's Tuesday, yep. Mismatch of ortho. I think I'm going to redo my ortho in some of these areas. Well, let's see, Palm Springs, 20,000. Well, we might as well just start our descent here. And we'll start a leisurely descent. We're going to 4,600. The link to the ortho, you mean the actual software? Is that what you're talking about, Sammy? If you just do a search for Ortho 4XP, let me see, I'll do it. Ortho 4XP. Let's see if this is the right version. Okay, there's a newer version out. Version, come on, version 130. There we go. I'm getting it. Alright, I wanted to make sure I got you the link to the latest version of the software. So this is it right here. And then what you want to do if you've never used it before is go on YouTube, do some searches for Ortho 4XP, and they'll kind of step you through it. It looks complicated when you first take a look at it, but it's pretty straightforward once you kind of get it set up. But yeah, see, I've got like two different, I don't know if it's two different resolutions here. I don't think it is. It's just two different times. Like I think I did the one on the right here not that long ago, and then the one over here, which is a little bit discolored, is probably a year or two old. It still looks okay. It's just a updated satellite imagery here for this square. Alright, let's get ourselves down here. We're going to increase our rate of descent here. So dead ahead is Mount San Jacinto as we go through a couple of wispy clouds there. Yeah, no problem, Sammy. Like I said, just do a search on YouTube for Ortho 4XP tutorials, and there's a couple of really good videos out there that guys kind of stepping you through how to actually use it. And like I said, there's a whole bunch of crap in it. You know, it looks complicated, but you only have to set your directory, and then you know, in a couple of places, and there's a couple little finicky things with making sure your INI file, which contains all of your scenery, is in the correct order, sort of thing. And then of course it takes a while, depending on your bandwidth. It takes a little bit to have it run, so don't be surprised. Like you do like one square, depending on your resolution that you selected, could take like, you know, 20 minutes to 40 minutes to actually run, because it downloads all the individual satellite photos. So here's Palm Springs. And like I said, we're going to go right through the Banning Pass here now. Right here is the rail line. And let me see, airport, there's an exit. This is the freeway too right here. It's a 10 freeway, and I believe there's an exit right here. So I'm standing, I'm going to show you a picture of me basically off of this little exit. I think it's this one, yeah, just past the airport here. It was like right in a pass. It's either right there or maybe right here. I think it's right here. Actually, this is it. Yeah, that's it. I'm zoomed in really tight right here, but yeah. So if you get off here, you can park right over here and watch this. This is the train line running right next to it. And let me show you the picture. Let's go over here. Display capture. So there we go. There's a picture of me. There's a rail line. That's the mountain right there. In the background, it's Mount San Jacinto. In the background. Right there. Nice shot of Palm Springs there. I think I'm wearing the same shirt, am I? No. different gray shirt. But yep, that's it. Looks pretty real. And yeah, like I said, this was just 2 days ago, so that we still have snow up on the mountain like that. I see exactly where that exit was. I think it's this one. Yeah, because there's all these windmills right there. Alright, we're going to get ourselves slowed down. We're at 12,000. Let's go over to 250. And we need to get down a little bit quicker here. If we pull up our chart again, let's take a little closer look here. Yeah, there we are, just coming into view. We're going to go down to 3,500 at Dan. And we'll keep our speed up here. Should be on the ground in about 5 or 6 minutes, right? That's what it says. There's the Banning Airport right there. Is that it? I think that's it. I thought there was another one. Yeah, that's Banning right there. So I remember driving on the freeway right here. I went past the airport and yeah, I got off someplace right there. Alright, we're going to keep our speed at 250 until we're well close to the to our destination there. Disconnected from the network. I got dropped from FlyWithLua, so get rid of that. How's our frames? 25. Now we'll get our recognition lights on. Hello everybody on Twitch. Butter. All of a sudden I got 1 million Twitch people. Million. Okay, well. I'm looking at my restream and it still shows 1. Yeah, there, Moto. Having a good flight. Just coming into French Valley from Sedona. I think I'm going to slow myself down here just a little bit. Yeah, coming in land here, just turning final. A quick final here. Let's see, now we gotta go down to 3,500. Hit approach here. Get ourselves slowed up. How do you fix your cam to do that? Do what? Turn its head. Oh, green paint. Oh, I'm using software. I'm using XSplit. I think it's called VCam or something like that. And it's a software green screen. I got the airport in sight. We're at 3,500 feet. I'm getting slowed up. Approach is selected. Get yaw dampener off. Go ahead and get our landing light on here. Oh yeah, you got to get butter in this thing. In the 550, this is about the easiest plane to butter. Alright, glide slope captured. Let's see if this actually brings me in. The last time I came in, for some reason, it was sort of angling me into the airport for some reason. Like it was off a degree or something. No, I don't have any predictions. I'll have to set that up. But usually I only get a few people watching anyway, so. There's usually like only 3 or 4 people watching, so I got more people now just on Twitch than I usually do. Nice. Thank you guys. I appreciate the pop in. Alright, well, let's pay attention here to getting down on the ground here. I'm going to get her slowed down to 220. Let's pop underneath here. Gear down. First notch of flaps. And while that's coming up, we'll get our interior sound up. That might be a little loud. And I'm going to take the auto throttle off. And autopilot off. Airplane is mine. little bit of a crosswind here. We'll see if we can get off the correct taxiway, so we don't have to taxi all the way down.
500.
Alright, full flaps.
300.
Gear is down. Flaps coming down. There we go. Coming in a little fast here.
200.
And a little high.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20.
And that crosswind has got me a
10.
little, coming in a little bit fast. And that was our turn off right there, so definitely floated it out a little bit there. Butter, yeah. What did that say? 38 or something like that? At least that's what my secondary one said. Alright, flaps up. Let's go ahead and taxi in. And then I will see if the co-pilot's up behind me. I know everybody at Twitch jumped in late, but I got a new dog, and he's my co-pilot, and he is sleeping behind my seat. Cruise on over to our parking spot here. Landing lights off. How do I get the captain to keep his head straight while your plane turns? I'm not sure what you mean by that. Alright, let's see, where am I gonna park? Where am I gonna park? Yeah, I see my spot. And I think no planes over here, so we're just going to cut across the parking lot. Really? Oh, I see. It's a plugin. X Camera is the plugin that I use, so it kind of does that sort of head shake thing for you. All right, I'm gonna park it right here. All right, parking brake on. Let's go ahead and pop the door. We'll get the recognition lights off, beacon off. Go ahead and shut down the engines. Let's pop the door open. Get everything else shut down in here. Get out behind the palm tree there. Alright guys, welcome to Murrieta. No replays today because I got to get the co-pilot up, which, okay, speaking of, I said I would get the co-pilot up, so hold on a second. I'm coming. Alright. Here you go. He literally just woke up, so he's a little snoozy. You want to say something, Benjamin? This is Benjamin, the co-pilot. Alright guys, Benjamin needs to go take a leak, so we're running in here to grab a Coke and, and take a pee. Till next time guys, take care.